Dennis, it was entertaining to watch at times. As a manager, I'd imagine you were pulling your hair out.
Yeah, I mean the game had everything bar a referee, didn't it? You know, it was a real good game, and I don't think either team obviously deserved to lose. But when you look at that last 7 or 8 minutes at 3-3, or 5 minutes, whatever it was, plus injury time, we probably had 4 good opportunities to score. And then right at the death there, Harrogate had a fantastic chance where they could have won it. So I think it'd have been really harsh on Harrogate if we'd have won. And I think if Simon's being honest, it'd have been really harsh on us as well. So I thought it was a great game of football, you know, end to end, 2 good teams. You know, Harrogate look a real good side this year. They passed the ball well, you know, the 2 forwards, good movement and were difficult to handle. So, you know, I can see why they're in the position they're in this year, but a thoroughly enjoyable game of football.
And you've been behind 3 times, and 3 times you've come back. Every time it got level, I was thinking, don't lose this now, and then you go and concede again, and it just seemed to have that trend for, well, on 3 occasions. Yeah,
it was sort of like the wrong game to have after Ferriby, because, you know, we got done Saturday when we should have got something out of that game. So you felt tonight that, you know, we're going to go and get done again, and 4-3 would have been the score, would have probably got done. So that's the way it may have looked. But no, the boys have showed unbelievable character. You know, to get back into that game 3 times against a real good side and create the chance that we created. You know, we made lots of different decisions to try and get ourselves back in it. You know, tactically 3 or 4 times we changed it to try and create openings. You know, pleased that Kane's got himself back on the playing field. You know, Ryan coming on and showing great energy and desire to get that 3rd goal. You know, he could have given it up thinking he weren't going to make it. So, you know, all round great character, and I think we thoroughly deserved the draw.
And the defining moment was possibly Henrik's penalty save. It looked a soft award, but then a great save right in the corner, and if it had gone 3-1 you might have struggled to come back from that. Yeah,
I mean, we'll see the video and hopefully the ref will see it and hold his hands up and say, you know, he got it wrong. You know, Pidge has just stood still and the fella's run into him and gone to ground and he's given a penalty. But fair play to Ravas, you know, great save from the penalty, because 3-1, that would have been a tough arse to come back from that. And then he made the save right at the death there when the fellas turned inside Millsy. So he's made 2 good saves there to make sure we got that draw. So you know, just fantastic. You know, I'm still, you know, can't really believe what game I've watched tonight. It was that exhilarating, and the fans must have thoroughly enjoyed it. But they can see the character in this squad. That's now 1 defeat in 7 games. So, you know, we're getting much better. Although the last 2 games, some sloppy defending has cost us, because that could have been 6 points if the defending was a bit better.
You're scoring loads, but you're letting a lot in. Is that a concern? I think you've got the 2nd worst defence tonight, but the 2nd best attack. It's just goals everywhere.
You know, it's hard to put your finger on it. It's just lapses of concentration and sloppiness. I mean, if you look at the 2nd goal against Ferriby, that's come from a kick-off. You know, we've just scored, they've played it back to midfield play, he's on 1 ball into the edge of our box, we haven't won the 1st header, and he's gone in and scored. You know, that's sloppy. The one from the corner, it's sloppy. Today, the 1st goal from the corner, it's just sloppy defending. It's not like, you know, Duncan's just asked me there that we're too adventurous, and is that the way we are? But none of them 3 goals I've mentioned about is about being adventurous. It's about marking your man and defending properly. So that's 3 of the 7 goals that we've conceded. You know, I could go through the others, but it's just been lapses of concentration and sloppy defending that's cost us. And when you look back now, when you scored 6 goals in 2 games, you should be getting more than a point.
You had good options tonight. If Kane can keep himself fit now, you had Robbins and Dixon coming off the bench. Real options.
Yeah, real options, and you know, we hope we'll bring in another 2 this week, because obviously the bench looked better today, but you know, Kane's been out for 3 months. He's not going to get to the level for 90 minutes for a little while. It's all right coming on for a cameo, but you can't expect him to sustain that for 90 minutes when he ain't played really for 3 months. And we've now got Jonah out for 6 weeks. You know, Richard Jones out injured, Rollins is still out injured. So, you know, we still need 1 or 2 to try and get the balance of the squad right, and we're going to try and do that this week.
And Corby on Saturday, another team who score lots but lets lots in, so it could be another goal fest.
Yeah, I mean, the supporters need to turn up, get behind us. You know, it's probably never going to be dull, it's never going to be easy, but I'm sure we'll perform well and there'll be goals in the game, so hopefully it will go our way.